For decades, Americans have been told gluten is causing their bloat and discomfort. Grocery store shelves are now stacked with gluten-free everything, and people spend hundreds of dollars a month avoiding a protein their grandparents ate every day. But a 2014 study says we've been blaming the wrong villain. Let's talk about what's actually causing your bloat and what it costs. In this study, researchers took identical wheat and made 3 breads, one using modern industrial processing with 0 fermentation, one with a conventional 16-hour yeast fermentation, and one with wild sourdough starter fermented for 9 hours. Then they collected gut microbiome samples from 2 groups, people with irritable bowel syndrome and healthy controls. And they fermented each bread with those gut microbes in lab cultures, measuring the gas produced. Same wheat, same gluten, same flour. If the gluten were the cause of digestive distress, all 3 breads should have triggered the same response. But they didn't. In IBS donors, the industrial bread and the 16-hour yeasted bread produced almost identical gas, both significantly more than the sourdough. The difference wasn't the gluten. It was whether the bread had been fermented. Long fermentation does 3 things industrial bread skips. It breaks down the fermentable carbs that drive IBS symptoms before you even eat the bread. It pre-digests the gluten proteins, breaking down those long chains so your gut doesn't have to. And it produces organic acids that lower the bread's glycemic impact and feed your gut bacteria. Industrial bread skips all 3. It arrives in your gut with fermentable carbs intact, gluten unbroken, and none of the beneficial acids. This isn't a one-off finding. A 2024 study out of Ireland using different methods and bacterial strains confirmed it. It's now a replicated result in bread and gut literature. So here's what this might mean for you. If you've been told you're gluten intolerant and have spent years avoiding bread, the real issue might not be gluten. It might be that you've only ever eaten bread that was never properly fermented. Now, if you have celiac disease or are diagnosed with a wheat allergy, this does not apply to you. You still need to avoid wheat completely. But for others, 2 things to try. 1, maybe find a local baker who ferments their sourdough at least 12 hours and try eating that bread for 2 weeks to see if anything changes. Or you can get a sourdough starter and try baking your own long fermentation bread. Try eating that for a couple weeks. Then come back and let us know if anything has changed. According to the research, the villain might not have been the wheat. It might have been the process that learned to skip fermentation.